Hi, I'm Morgan from Whole Latte Love, and I have Mark Jackson, one of our espresso experts, here with us. And today I'm with Brewing. We're going to be going a little old school. We have a manual lever espresso machine. Mark, why don't you tell us what machine we have here?
Sure. This is the Pavoni EPC-8, or sometimes called the Europiccola espresso machine. It is indeed a manual lever espresso machine.
And this machine is really for purists, right, Mark?
This is actually how the term came about, pulling a shot, which we'll show you later. You actually use the lever here to actually pull down and extract the coffee. And it's kind of a fun machine to use. It's really for purists. A lot of people have often said that they will sometimes find they get the best tasting shots with this machine, but it indeed does take some work to extract a great espresso.
Yep, and we'll be brewing a shot in just a moment. This machine is a 20-ounce chrome-plated brass boiler, and it does have a water gauge on the side so you can see where your water level is at, and it's capable of brewing 8 2-ounce shots of espresso. The whole machine is chrome-plated, but it does have some black plastic handles, and it has just one switch to power the machine on and off.
It also has a very nice little steam knob on here that you can use at any time during the process. And you'll find it's pretty simple to operate. It actually makes a great cappuccino. One thing that you do have to be aware of with this machine, it is set up almost like a pressure cooker. So what you want to do is the only time you can actually add water to the machine is after it's cooled down. That's just given to you as a word of caution.
Yep. And it does actually come with an automatic milk frother, which is kind of ironic for a manual lever machine to have an automatic milk frother, but you just take off the steam arm and place the automatic frother right on the machine.
It actually works pretty well. The portafilter on the machine is actually a little bit different size. It's a 51mm portafilter. It does come with a little plastic tamper that's included, so it's a little bit different than some of the other machines that we have. So now we're going to go ahead and brew a shot. With this machine, as we mentioned, the portafilter is a little bit different. This is a 51mm portafilter, so of course I've got my coffee loaded in there. This machine, just like many of our other machines, this really requires that you have a great espresso grinder. Truly, your extraction is going to be controlled not only by you in a manual fashion with this machine, but also the grind is very important. As I said, it's a little bit different, so what we're going to do, we're going to lock it in. With this machine, you actually start in the center position, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to turn it all the way in, make sure it's securely locked in, and then we're going to position our cup underneath here to catch that espresso and make sure that it's placed correctly so we don't create a mess. This does happen sometimes with me. So we're good to go. Now, as I said, this is very much a hands-on machine. A lot of people like it. It's really all about feel. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to lift up the lever. It takes a little bit of effort to lift it up. And when you get at the top, you'll actually feel it catch, and then the water is going to go into the system. And what we're going to do is this machine is designed to brew about 1 to 1.5 ounces for each time you pull down the lever. So for a single shot, you're going to pull the lever once. For a double shot, of course, you're going to pull it twice. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to go here. We've got our water loaded into the machine, and as you're going to see, it does take some effort. Don't be concerned for my welfare. It does take some effort to go ahead and brew a shot. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to push down on this. We got our water in there. And it's just a nice steady push downward. As you can see, we're getting some great crema there. And you can tell we get down the bottom, it'll stop. We're going to let it finish off. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, so we're brewing a double shot here, so we're going to do, we're going to lift the lever up again. Again, you can kind of hear it and feel it catch. You'll see a little bit of water dribble out, which is normal. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to finish it off.
Looks nice.
So as you can see, it does require some work, but it's really a fun way to brew espresso, especially if you like the manual approach.
So Mark, that does take some effort and a good amount of practice to get a good shot.
Morgan, you're right. It does take some practice. It takes a little bit of time. Many people do feel, though, that this is probably one of the purest ways to make espresso. And actually, once you get the hang of it, you got a good coffee, you got a great grinder, you have a reasonable amount of patience, and you take some time to learn how to pull a shot, because you always can tell your friends, look, I know how to pull a shot espresso. That's actually what you're doing. It works very well.
Well, thank you so much for showing us how to use this machine. Again, this is the Pavoni Europiccola espresso machine. I'm Morgan.
I'm Mark.
Thanks for watching.
Whole Latte Love is your resource for everything coffee. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily updates on new coffee gear, plus hundreds of videos including how-tos, equipment reviews, recipes, expert technical advice, and more.